Let there be peace and love. Welcome to Satsang. Instead of going back to your real nature, to the self, it would be a better expression to say, let the self swallow you, attract this I who is looking like in trouble. There is one condition it looks for the self to swallow the I, to attract, to let it go back naturally to its source, is that it comes alone. So it's a journey without, it's not a journey first of all, but in the appearance, put him on the breast. In the appearance. It's a journey without luggage, or as less as possible. So do you prefer that approach? Because again and again one has to hear. Whatever looks like knots, problems, crystallization is due to the past. It's a past. What is past? Past is time. And the time must have been rising from somewhere. It has to, it has been created because there is something which one cannot know from where it can rise, from where it can disappear. So the shortcut is don't trust the mind which will speak about the personal story. Don't trust it in the sense that you put things at their proper place. That story belongs to body-mind. And why I want to be free? Why I am fiery to be liberated? It's because even if it doesn't look like I want it, but I have to hear and trust, in fact, you are not a body and not a mind. So you don't need to spend time to try to solve knots which are anyway unreal by nature. As long as one doesn't have the surge for freedom, there is no problem that he thinks he's a body-mind. So of course the past is inscribed in the cells and reappears in the present of time. And so there is a future, a hope that that can be solved. But if you hear, you are not the body and you are not the mind, the whole energy, all the focus of the mind, for that, to make it not only a knowledge of information, the one who has this knowledge, the one who comes to a place because he has attracted by something which is concerned with I am not the body mind, let him go to the source of I, or let him, since any being is that, is reality, let this reality reveal itself by not thinking, because the thinking belongs to somebody. Not that I will not think, it will make a state temporary again. You don't touch the I, for a second is enough to see, yeah, right, it's true. Even though the next second the mind may be, through habits, again make you believe differently, but remember, it's old habit of the mind, cut off. So that burns also tendencies, even though they may appear as long as this body-mind is alive. Everything will appear, maybe a few just disappears by itself. Maybe they get transformed as a consequence, not as a work on it. So it's a complete reverse work. It's a reverse work. Everybody chooses his path. I have love, trust, complete devotion for this path which has been shown to me by my master. In time, all this natural alchemy, which is a consequence, may take some time, but then who cares? And for that one, life can appear a lot peaceful and beautiful, sometimes, and sometimes with difficulty, sometimes, but the confusion will not be there. It is the will or the need to change anything in life to be happy will not be there, because it has been seen that this manifestation will always have this dance between happiness, pleasures, pain, deep suffering. There is no way out. So real happiness, real peace is not what one may conceive of. It is, in fact, to be freed from confusion, to abide naturally in oneself, because it has been realized for what it is, and the rest belong to creation, appearance. Unreal nature, it comes and goes constantly. That's all. And I think this subject can make me speak a lot, because there is also nothing to say but a lot to say. It comes to me also that, you see, so it is called, traditionally it is called, and I repeat it, self-investigation, the self-investigation from where I come. What is this I? What is this world? What is this I? And so on. Unless one takes it at once, as a few cases in the history of wise people it is mentioned, we all have quite a few years of search, even to at the perfect place where one wants to be, because it trusts here that my search will be fulfilled. So, during these years of search, there are consequences. For example, you hear don't land anywhere. Okay. It is an information. But in fact, suddenly, in life, you are extremely confronted by something which, to you, it looks absolutely unjust. Interesting. The sense of justice is touched. And it even may come from the teacher. So now, very important, who is touched? And this and that. So, what is pointed in satsang is an information which can be learned in one lesson, in one satsang. But if you want to make it a life, those informations, don't worry, they will come through something of the life. Something, and layers are touched like that. Often with time. Often with time. I mean to say, it's a natural way not to solve what's difficult, but it's a natural way to find the exit, not the escape, the exit, because you realize all that is the appearance. I confuse myself with this body-mind. And you are each time then thrown as a glimpse, as a flavor of the self, where you get more and more attracted to visit. So there is a work going on, but naturally, by the fire for freedom, by the perfect pointer for this demand, that's why the master will not say he's a master and that he has a disciple, but the disciple will find that there is a work. There is a work going on. And that's quite enough to occupy his 24 hours. It's a bit an answer to your question. But anyway, I am always interested about that subject. And it touches also the same idea of sattva. One has to be sattvic to hear better. It's one way. But in satsang, you hear, you are not a sattva itself, you are not a tamas, you are not a rajas, means qualities of a personality. Why should you work on it? It is not through one tendency or one thought that you will realize yourself. It is the very moment, even now. You don't agitate I to think. That's all. So, welcome to whatever you would like to express, or if you have a theme you would like to hear. Nothing to say, light. Is it clear? It's clear. So if it is clear, you know which direction to take. Or you land on clarity. You have to see that. Huh? You look different to me. Something changed?
Yes, there's more and more stillness or arising. More and more unmanifested.
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 But you see
Formless. I experience it.
Yeah, you experience, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have enough of that?
No, it's growing.
So you don't have enough of that?
I'm just here witnessing it's growing.
Yeah, but what you do with the witness?
Nothing.
Ah, then it will grow more.
Yeah, but I don't think you understand what I mean.
I understand
Language.
very well
You
your
do?
language. Very well.
Good. Yeah. It's like...
Did I say something bad?
No,
Ah.
but all this names, you can associate different things with different things.
But happily they are there, the names, to point out what's going on.
Yes, if we have the same understanding of the names.
I think we have.
Yeah. And in that stillness, it's much more clear seeing that it's not influenced by the mind. It's like what is happening is more like an unfolding.
Yeah, unfolding. You see, this region of silence or beingness unfolds, and there is depth and depth, that's sure. Now, who experiences that? That's another thing.
I feel like it's, if you could call it the self,
I will not
recognizing itself.
If it was so, it cannot describe itself. It doesn't make loops.
I know, because I've been there. But it's
You have been there. It's not here now.
no, because when I was there, nothing here was there.
What is not here now, it's not it, even though. Even though.
Even
It looks like. Ramana Maharishi said that to my master.
what do you mean?
Ah, What do you mean? Very interesting. What is not here now, it is not what you are. What is here now? What is it? What is I am myself. Very interesting what I said after all. I don't. I also. What do I mean? But I mean something very strongly. Yeah. If what you describe means at any time.
Yeah, it's form. And that's not it. What you describe is already in form. It has a form.
Yes, it has a form, and there is somebody who gives form. There must be somebody who could look and owns what he can look, which is the mind, and it gives such a form,
Yeah.
such a shape.
And that's not it.
That's not it. So, you see, it's not a question of language. If you say it's growing, any experience can be reduced or growing. Still, because of this movement and possibility of deepening or of reducing to zero, it is still belonging to the mind. If there is a mind which is trust, that's why one speaks, otherwise he would not speak about that. It's because I, who has a mind, is still taken for real. It's due to this misunderstanding about I that the world looks real. So, I'm very happy to hear you. If you like, you remain there and go in depth infinitely, why not?
No, it's absolutely still. It doesn't move.
Of course it is still.
Yeah, so it can't go anywhere up, down.
But how do you know it is still?
Because I feel it.
You feel it, I agree. Who is this one who feels it?
I don't think it, well, then any feeling, any experience is of the mind then. But I'm...
Is of I.
Yeah,
Yes.
but I have to use language, so I say
Me
I.
too.
So what I'm trying to convey is something, it's not a thing,
I understand.
and it doesn't move,
I understand.
and it's here,
Yes.
and it's now, without
Yes.
content.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, we will not continue.
It's very
to
simple.
Speak.
And
It's
not
very
difficult.
simple. If you are happy with that, if it is for you that, I'm very happy for you. But I thought it's because you come to satsang, I saw a change, so I was curious, what could it be? And so I continued with my passion, which is prior to all those states.
But that's
But
also my
one
passion.
is not obliged to take it.
What do you mean by that? I just want to finish so I understand.
I say, whatever you experience, you see, and in this journey, which leads to spiritual realm, spiritual depth, and different levels of consciousness, a whole consciousness, the whole creation. The self is the what is real, which allows consciousness to arise. That consciousness rises with I and the world. Let it be out, let it be in. When one goes into this spiritual journey, he will meet this layer very deep, maybe the background of all this creation, still in the creation of silence. Some will call it eternity, some will call it absolute, some even will call it enlightenment. There is still someone giving some quality to, silence is one quality, So he may say it is not describable, but meanwhile he's experiencing silence and vastitude and all that. Why? Because there is still I. The first rise of this creation is I am. I am. You are in the I am. You describe what is this I am. The first bubble. Now liberation, or to realize the self, is prior to this I.
Yes, I understand
Okay. Okay.
That I understand. That I understand.
What is doesn't need, I don't speak to you necessarily, doesn't need any help of anything, doesn't need some conditions to make it more obvious. It will never be obvious. It is self-revealed. The obviousness happens in the manifestation only. So it is freed by nature of any other, any help, any need. It is complete in itself, ever here, with all the forms possible and with no form. And if you take one form from real, it's not it. So all those koans, all those things can be subject of self-investigation.
But then I have a question.
Please.
When you don't think,
Yes.
then there is no form?
There is a form of non-thinking.
No,
Why you say so?
it's nothing there.
But who knows it? I just want to know. You know, I am interested to know. Who knows it? Because
I think it must be to use language, the self-recognizing.
No, it is
the
not
self.
language. No. Let's admit it's not language, okay?
Yeah.
After you can reject it.
Yeah.
Okay. The self. If one hears your description, which cannot be really described, I admit, resembles a lot with silence. The self is everything. If you put more stress on silence, or on joy, or on all what the human being would love to live all the time, you are mistaken. What you are includes everything. It's not even silence, because there is nobody there to know. There is nobody there to know. And if you say it's silence and I cannot describe, it is still I trying to realize, trying to go there, but he is still entangled with his own little I. He has to surrender. Here, he has to surrender. He will never know. I will never know what it is. Not so.
Yes, but you asked me, how do I then respond to you with words.
You could respond differently.
How?
For example, when I met you last, I was in deep silence and I loved it and I was attracted and I felt this is real and all that. I had already the same talk with you, less deepened, and yet it was the same indication. I saw some change, so I wanted to see if this worked or not, but obviously you went in the same in you, but deepening it. But you have not yet asked, who am I? Who is this I who experiences this beautiful state of mind?
I have.
But then you would not reply like this. You would not reply like this to me.
Can you then give me an example so I understand how
Ha!
I would
You say ha!
replied?
Say anything. You could even say, I enjoy today. Not necessarily those spiritual qualities.
Why not?
Because everybody believes they are real. And I like to say no. If you want to liberate yourself, I say no. They are not more real than anything else. And you have to hear this. You have to live this, you have to live experiences to hear this. I agree. But if you really are inhabited by the fire for freedom, you will love to hear this. Ah! Bas. Where is the pride? Where is the pretension? Where is the need to fit an image of sainthood or whatever? No, all that, oh, basta! You know? And so, simple pleasures, big pleasures, deep pleasures, superficial pleasures, they will go on. They will go on. But you know, nothing is real. I'm not that. Or I'm freedom. Yeah. And why I'm so fearful? It's because I see very good seekers everywhere in the world. They are taught in a wrong way. Maybe very good for a while, but I wish that at some point they will shake themselves to hear this. Not so. And if not, everything is perfect. Also. Spirituality is a sugarcane one chews because it's very tasty, very beautiful, but it comes and goes, you see. And I like the real thing, in fact. Because that you are saintly or that you are a bloody pig, you see, you still have to ask, who is saint? Who am I? In both cases. So, let's be shortcut. Let's leave this rock as unfinished as it is. Let's go for the real thing. You see?
But why did Papaji then say, stop thinking? And Ramana says...
Myself, I say that.
Yeah, what's
He
wrong
says,
with that?
I say that all the time.
Yeah?
Yeah. Even, I will tell you, I am happy you ask, you see. Of course that one who taught so much, suddenly he says, don't think. And he may be struck and have some deep experience of I not thinking. But there is still an I. The proof is that you cannot live in this world no thinking. I in this world sometimes doesn't think if he is in circumstances possible, or sometimes there is a flash like that, but otherwise he thinks, he's busy in his mind. The masters, they speak not to I. But of course, as long as you take yourself as I will take it in a certain way of experience, which is totally nice also. It's a blessing also. Because then, because of that non-thinking, you may love it more and more to really free yourself. But in fact, the master, when they say don't think, they say don't grasp for a second this rising I which comes with one experience of agitation or of silence, or of ignorance or of enlightenment. Don't grasp it. There is nothing true there.
I understand that.
Okay. Okay, this is an indication prior to the rising of I. Just to point out to the seeker who is still, you see, that it's here, it's there all the time. It's there all the time. It's just to show the value, the most precious gift one can ever give to himself is to realize, you see, to realize that he just mistook himself for everything else. And that makes suffering, of course. That gives suffering. So...
yeah, I understand that too.
But then you are lucky. So you have nothing more to understand.
I do understand that. I have. I feel now the difference between the person. I can see the person, and I can, for what it's worth in this reality, have a recognition of the timeless.
My dear, I just explained that the timelessness is in time.
It's the concept, you mean?
Yes.
Yes, but we have to use words. So what do I do if
Dear, I am speaking in satsang.
Yes.
I don't give any concept, I tell you. I remove concept with words. I use words. But the place from where they come may be different. That's why they don't give concept. It's always to throw you where you always are. I'm not afraid of speaking of timelessness, formlessness and all that, but at least I show, don't land there. It will be presented to you. Of course, finally there is an accomplishment after such a serious or fiery search. I'm finally there, you see. Again a trap. I is there. And the trap is that I will dress it as nobody. Nobody is there, but I am silence. There is silence even. Only because so much afraid of sometimes they will say, consciousness, silence, not to use I. Still a trap. You see? Still a trap.
I see that.
But then you don't need to come to satsang. You don't need to follow anybody. Then you don't need to come to satsang. If this is so, and I hope, I am very happy for you, but then don't spoil it in listening to satsang.
I don't understand. That I don't understand.
Or you enjoy.
Pardon?
Or you enjoy satsangs. You simply enjoy without need.
No.
If you still need listen, my dear, after I leave you alone, because if you still need satsang, which is the best need possible.
I know, then it's a person. I can see that.
Okay,
all
but
needs.
then, if you need satsang, and that you are so sure that you accomplish the real thing,
No, I'm not. I haven't said that.
then you have to hear what is said in satsang. You have to hear that even the silence you live, it's not it.
I know it's not it.
But what do you know with this knowledge? Tell me. Okay, you know it, you hear it. So, but there is an indication. What are you doing now with this knowledge?
I'm listening to you.
It's not enough. Yeah?
Maybe you need time to integrate it.
No, but no. Ah, okay. Then I tell you. There is a tool. You hear that. You trust it?
Intuitively, I recognize the truth.
Okay, you trust it. So, that is a tool. This word, who am I, as an indication. It's to give you the tool to just be where you already are, but for some reason I still feel incomplete. So you go to the source of that I, but you have to do it now, not with time. You do it now just to know the indication. So ask this question to yourself, and when the question disappears, you keep quiet. When something arises after in your mind, whatever it is, you don't look at it.
No, I drop it. Well, then it's a doer who drops it.
Yeah, but you have to do it now. You already know the answer without having done the work. You know the answer, but you have not done it. That is your problem. You have to do it, and then I want to hear you. You have to do it. Otherwise, everything will remain. You can write a book then. All the information of Advaita is here. Boom. You have to do it.
Do what?
Who am I?
Yes.
Do it now. I want to see them. Do it now. Don't do it now. Do it now. And if you don't know how to do it, I again tell you. You don't do it. Do it now.
All there is silence.
You have not done it. You have not done it. You go back to silence, the place you know. Who is silent? You don't do it.
Is it a person then that's silent?
Yes, my dear.
Yeah.
That's why I would like that you are freed from landing in what you know and love. To be free. So, who knows silence? Who? Ask this question. keep quiet where it disappears.
Then there's nothing.
You should not even have to grasp this thing. There is nothing. Again the mind speaks. Again I come with there is nothing. Then you think it's real, so who am I is nothingness. Boom, again.
No, I don't know. That's to simplify it. I don't think I is nothingness, and I don't think I is silence. I don't.
But then,
I'm not identified with
but
the
then
silence.
listen to me now.
Yeah.
You want to remain with what you know and love,
No,
because then I
this
then I
is
shall-
quite new to me.
But that's why I try to
It's
shake you
rising up.
up. I'm happy, okay. But then I try to shake you up.
Yes.
When you said nothing,
Mhm.
may I again do?
Mhm.
Okay. If you are able to say nothing, it's quite a true information from your own self. But then, because you have not seen it is I with personal mind speaking, you'll say, okay, what I am is nothingness. So when something happens, oh, I lost it just for a while, but I go back there. Then you want to fit a concept you have of liberation. I want you to be free from concepts, let them be spiritual. I want you to realize what is forever. So for that you have to keep quiet when you are at the source of everything. Means don't even grasp it's nothing, it's this and that. Just keep quiet, just to show your mind that you will not go there now. But this creates self-revelation. It's not a small thing. You say no to the entire appearance, the universe, with all its strength and power to have made you believe all this is real. Don't take it so lightly. It's a strong. Why you think the masters are not looking always happy? They are strong. No, not again. But spiritual qualities, they like to be very polite and smiling and sugar-like. They are saints. I love them. They are not free. Here it's a school of freedom. That's all.
I've been going to that school all my life.
There are not many schools.
No, but you used that word.
There are schools, but not many. You have none, Papaji, by the way?
No.
No, but you read.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. Very good.
And I must say I've been doing deep inner work for more than 50 years, only for...
But that's why you deserve to hear the truth now, isn't it?
Yes, and I've experienced the truth also. But when,
Again you can't with that. How can you experience the truth?
because in that experience it can't be explained anything, but to say it short, nothing here was there. Nothing of this, no form at all.
But that's what I say.
Yeah.
Form, no form. Form, no form. I remains unshakably real. What to do, huh? Doesn't matter. I think the worm is in the apple.
What do you mean by the worm is in there?
You will see.
I never heard that before.
You will see. There is no warm in Sweden?
Norway.
Norway. Ah, no, you are more in the north. No warm in
I lived
Norway?
here for 14 years actually, not far from here.
Okay, there are worms in Portugal.
Woodworms. I do understand what you say. Even if there is an I who speaks, there is something that resonates, if you could call it something, using words.
Thank you very much for making it so clear.
Get a vision. Ideas. Thank you very much.